I'm on my own today. Not got any mates. Disappointing times. But we're here. I'm here, you know. I'm here every week, lads. You can't get me away from the place, to be honest. There's possibilities that I might not be here this week, but you know, I'm here. Birthday week and all that. I thought, birthday's not till Saturday, so you know, hold your presents and all that. But you know, I was waiting. But yeah, the usuals are in. Grumpy's in, Adrian, Rage. Hello, Mr. Wilson. Now, Wilson, I'll explain that in a second. Remind me, because I'll come back to why. But we've got some standings on the screen. Everyone's ready up. The lobby is loading. They've still got it now. However, Bunga halved the deficit, or nearly. They were 29. They gained 29 points on them. They gained 29 points on them yesterday. Last week. So you know, they have halved it pretty much. You can't really complain with that, can you? If you're a bit Bunga, you're 60 points behind. Now you're only 29 or 30 points behind. So it's not the end of the world for them. GSR creeping in there in P3. SLR are cooking. They are, Adrian. They had a good racing tier 2 yesterday. I believe they got a P3 and P4. So you can't complain with that either. I've also got some news for you. Are you ready for the news, lads? Are you ready for the news? It's soggy quali. That's the news. It is soggy quali. Which kind of saves GSR's arse, I'm not going to lie to you, because I was ready to compare quali times. So you're lucky. In a way. But yeah, it's just me today, lads. I put a message. Oh yeah, Wilson, we'll get back to it. Basically, when we started this, or when I started streaming, I would always put intro music on. I'd always put, because he got poll time rage, I was going to compare it. Anyway, get me back to my story about Wilson. When we first started streaming, I would always put intro music on. And you know, it'd be good tunes, to be fair, like decent songs like Wigan Pier and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, Twitch decided to copyright strike us and mute the streams. And that's why I think I got a few DMs off people of why the stream got taken down. Basically, they copyright striked us for my fault for playing music. So now you've got holiday travel music, you've got elevator music, waiting room music, just so they don't copyright strike us. So yeah, that's why, mate, to be honest. I know, I want it back, Wilson, as well. I want it back. But they copyright striked it. And they muted the whole stream. And they demonetized the adverts. We don't get, to be fair, we don't really get more than a couple of quid off adverts anyway. But, you know, they took it off us, so. Yeah, the bastards. The bastards, mate. But here we are, we're here. No copyright strikes happening today. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that. Liverpool are playing now. And I am a Liverpool fan. But AEC comes first and all that. And it's currently 1-1 Liverpool. Let me just get a... Yeah, score updates will be class, by the way, lads. If anyone wants to give me score updates in the chat, from any game really, any game, preferably Premier League, I don't really care about any of us. That'd be great. So I appreciate it. Right, we've got drivers on laps now. This is going to be a very, very long lap indeed. In the dry, you're probably doing a 142, 143. In the wet, you could be near 2 minutes, to be honest. How many drivers are going to spin at a Rouge in the wet? I reckon, oh God, 4 or 5. Because the other thing is, if it's wet quali and dry race, a lot of people will just run dry setups, even though it's wet quali. So it's interesting to see how cars will handle it and how the drivers handle the conditions. Mr. Kieran, though, is on a lap. I reckon it's going to be around the 150, 155 mark or something-ish, around there. City, off Westy, mate. Is it City 1-0 already? It is. It is. Bloody hell. Haaland. Is it Haaland? No, De Bruyne. Bloody hell. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, Mr. Kieran, back to the racing. He's about to enter sector 3. He's already at the 120 mark. Purple sector, because he's the only driver on a hot lap at that point on the track. You've got S29M just behind him. He raced last week, I remember him. He did race last week. Mr. Moo Moo Milk's racing as well. Cool, blimey. A fellow AM driver. I think we've got a couple of them. Yeah, Brent also fellow AM. I believe that's it. Unless QRT Thomas is the old AMS Thomas. Oh, Michael Dale was as well, as Kieran goes pole 52.7. Dale was, but he never raced. Oh, he might have done one race. I think he did one. Yeah, no, Rage, I got in there before you. Yeah, I signed him. Anyway, here he comes to the line. Mr. Dale, he's on an outlap, doesn't matter. We'll go back up to Griffiths. Mr. Griffiths. Apparently he did no practice, he said. He said, what is practice? And he's probably going to go and stick up a provisional pole, isn't he? He comes to the line. He does. 52.6. The track will start to get a bit dry, you'd assume. But if anyone watched the Belgium GP last... Oh, elite risks! Oh, you can't part it, sir. Can't part it. And he's going to have to reverse it on track. He could have reset the track, to be fair, as long as he didn't hamper anyone. It's all right in quali. QRT Thomas is TD Thomas. There's a lot of Thomases around. Why don't you just call yourself Tom? It's easier. There's not many Toms in the F1 scene, is there? That's the thing. I feel like I'm one of few. There's not many Toms knocking around anyway. They're all Thomases. But there you go, lads. There you go. People are now going to start to come around and finish their laps. Mr. Turner, who, whenever Turner races, I always call him the driver who basically gives me my best ever race call start, because that's what he did. That's what he did. I remember him like a knife through butter. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. And he goes P2 with a 52.7. So Mr. Turner putting a good little show on there, puts himself into P2. AMS risks. I know there's a fella called Elite Risks, and he's... Maybe the brothers, lads. Elite Risks, AMS, maybe the brothers. Maybe they are. Maybe they are. Tom's sticking the softs on, I wouldn't advise that. But, maybe I do advise that. Because unless I'm wrong, lads, it stopped raining. It has stopped raining. Mr. Griffiths, 51.7, you're going to see times tumble now. Absolute tumble. Throughout the whole thing here, so yeah, 51.7. We will probably see soft tyres come the end of the quali. But it has now stopped raining. Spicy one. Spicy. So, yellow flags caused by a Ferrari, I believe, of Mr. Dale. Was it Dale? Yeah, I think it was Dale. Just letting a driver through. Who's going to be the first driver to put the softs on and come out? Could be Brent. Brent has put the softs on. I don't believe he's going to be coming out of the pits on them just yet, though, because it looks a bit greasy on the track, as Griffith shows us there. Sliding all over the place. Mr. Recluse goes into P2. You've got Turner. Flynn goes into P4 with a 52.6. But Griffiths at the moment out clear. With more drivers crossed on the line. I think Mr. Azers has gone to P7. Yes, he has. You've got Dale on an invalidated lap. Zinks has run out of ERS, but is 7/10 up on his time. So I'm not going to get too excited for quali at the moment, because you're going to see loads of time improve. It's near the end, really, where you're going to see it. Brent has come out on them soft tyres. We'll watch his outlap. Well, I believe it's probably a little bit too early for them. Probably. Yeah, but it probably is. A little bit early for the old soft compounds. Still 1-0 City. I'm just checking the scores again, because no one's keeping me updated. AMS Risk is from Poland and Elite is from the UK. I don't know how you know that, Adrian, but fair play, mate. Fair play. That is some knowledge. That is some knowledge. Lau on an invalidated lap. Bell Roffix coming round to... Goes into P2 there with 51.4. I don't know if he's got enough to go again. Risks. AMS risk this time goes into P1, 51.3. We are going to see the time starting to tumble now with that range stop. We're going to keep an eye on Brent now on these soft tyres, but it's nowhere near soft, I don't think, yet. It might be close, to be fair. Blades goes for 51.2. Times are tumbling. Mr. S29M coming out on the softs as well, it looks like. And he does. So 2 drivers out on track, both from the same team here. So Brent, see what Brent can do as someone else has gone up the grid. It might have been Bell or Moo. I think Moo went into P5 there. Yeah, he did. Moo goes into P5. Bell is up 0.3 of a second. Kieran sneaks himself into P3 and risks invalidated lap. Blades, is he up or down? He's going to be up. He's not. He's actually down this time by 1.5 seconds. So Mr. Risks currently sat P2. Don't know if he's got enough fuel. Lighty goes on to provisional with 50.8. Times are tumbling out there as the rain still has stopped. So Brent, first driver on a hot lap on the soft tyres. We're going to keep an eye on him as he comes for a rouge here. The track does look a little bit greasy, but he's handled it pretty nicely, let me tell you that. So Brent now, after sector 1, we'll compare it to Lighty's time in a second, but after sector 1, Brent comes to it, and it is a 31.5. We'll go and compare that to Lighty, and Lighty did a 31.5 as well, so he's matched him. Really, he's matched what he's done there in sector 1. So it probably is time for the softs, to be honest. It's probably time for the soft tyres. So we'll see a lot of drivers now coming to the pits if they're on the inters. They'll start coming out on the soft tyre. So the pole position time is probably going to be what? A mid 40, like a 45, something like that maybe? Something around there. Maybe even lower than that, but I doubt it. Because the track temps will obviously be very cold. But we'll see. We'll see. I reckon a 45 is my prediction. Low 42. Adrian, are you on crack? Oh, he's been hampered. Who was that? I need to check who that was. That might have been Moo, and I think it was Moo. Moo definitely hampering Brent's lap there. A bit naughty. Adrian, there's no way anyone gets a 42 in this lobby. If you want to have a £5, you know, wager, I'm up for it, mate. I'm up for it. Don't gamble, kids. 49.4, Brent. Actually, no. Maybe they do. No, I doubt it. I doubt it. No. I can't see it. I can't see it. The track temps will be too cold for it, surely. Surely it would be too cold for it. No? Yes? Gotta be. Defo not. Thank you, party. Thank you. Anyway, Brent has set a purple sector 1 there after getting hampered on his lap. 5 minutes to go with the session. Everyone's now starting to come out on the soft tyres. Brent, I think, is one of the only ones on a hot lap on the softs. You've got Turner just starting his laps as he comes through a ruse now. So Turner pushes it nicely to there. It's definitely full dries now, so everyone's coming out on the soft. Mr. T S29 over 6 seconds up in his time, so this is going to be beating Brent's time, you'd assume here. It's going to probably be about around the 45 mark, 46 mark. You definitely assume it's going to be like that. So Mr. S29M comes to the bus stop chicane now, takes it pretty nicely, you know, not too bad, not loads of apex taken there, but DRS is now activated, comes to the line, and he takes it at 44.4. Maybe Wilson's right. Maybe someone will do a 42. I think it would be unrealistic if people were doing 42s, just because of how wet it was and it's gone dry straight away. But who knows? What do I know? What do I know? I know nothing, Jacks now. So Turner is on a hot lap. There's a few more drivers out there on hot laps as well. Thomas on his way to the line now, and I assume this is going to be a mid 44 time, maybe around 45ish. Comes to the line now. 44.9 for him. Mr. Lau, one of the only drivers not to set a time yet. Elite Risk and Stealth also not set times, but Lau is on a hot lap here. There's yellow flags. Might be caused by Azza, and it is caused by Azza. So, drivers now. Wilson was right. Fair enough, Wilson, mate. Was it Wilson? No, it was Adrian or someone. Oh, it was Adrian. No, Adrian. Do you know what, Adrian? I tip my hat to you, mate. You were right. I was wrong. I can't say any more to it, mate. Can't say any more. What do I know? So, Lau is on his way. He is on his way to the line now, Mr. Lau. See how he takes this, and he says, yeah, I mean, part of it's drive so quickly, mate. It's unrealistic how quick it is drive, but yeah, it is what it is. Because the thing is, right, if this was real life, it would only be the racing line that would drive. There would be puddles to your left, wouldn't you? You know, where the apex is. There would be, you know, the game annoys me. The game annoys me. So Mr. Risks looks like he invalidated there, but doesn't invalidate. Keeps it. There's all sorts of traffic and yellow flags here in front of him. I say, Azza was causing yellows there, but Mr. Risks here, purple at sector 2 for him. Can he topple turn this time of 42.9? There's so many drivers now out on track on the soft tyres. Mr. Lau went P2 there, 43.2. Mr. Flynn into the pits. You've got a few more drivers still in the pits. Maybe they've only got time for one run. Maybe they've only got time for one soft run. So keep an eye on all these drivers. Go back up to the top. Turner might have got invalidated. He's invalidated. He's going to come into the pits. Does come into the pits. Elite Risk, not Elite. AMS Risk goes P2, 42.9. And you've got QRT Thomas. Looks like he is going to be peeling into the pits as well. Back down to Azza, who has just started a hot lap. Currently at P16. Mr. Turner retires from the session. Now, QRT Thomas retires as well. Interesting. I don't know why they've retired, if I'm being honest, lads. Did they not have enough time to come back out? Mustn't have. They literally just must not have had enough time to come back out. That's the only reason I can think of. But we've still got loads of drivers to go here. And I think it's going to be pretty much a one-lap shootout between drivers from 29SM, who is racing an Aston Martin. Yeah, it's literally going to be a one-lap shootout because Risks is invalidated. He might be able to get round now. Lau will not get back out. Yeah, it's going to be a one-lap shootout pretty much, lads. This is one-shot quali, AEC style. Is this what it is? No one's had a run on the softs, that's out now. It is literally a one-lap shootout for who gets pole position here. And that is what you want to see. I am probably going to miss the pole lap, but I will try and look for it as best as I can. We need to be looking at people who might get it, and to be honest, Flynn might be one of them driving. You might see him. Moo as well also might be one of them. Brent probably a bit of an underdog, but could also sneak on there. Lau has retired, so yeah, it's a one-lap shootout here. For pole position, Elite Risk 42.6 currently leads us in AEC Tier 1. There are still drivers to come though. S29M starts his lap. Risk comes into the pits, and that is his lap over. Brent starts his lap. Lighty coming off a rouge now. You've got Blades, 1.7 seconds on his time, but we need to watch the drivers about to come and cross the line if they can improve on their time. Michael Dale, 7.7 seconds up on his time. Mr. Azza also up on his time by 8.6 seconds. So Mr. Michael Dale is going to be the next driver to cross the line. There's loads of drivers though all over the place here. You've got Elite Risk, you've got S29 in 5 tenths up after sector 2. Well, compare that to Mr. Elite Risk, who did. What did he do in sector 1? He did a 29.9. Turner looks like he's gone into P2 to 29.9 as well for Mr. Turner. Turner, definitely a driver to keep an eye on here, but he has retired, so we can't keep an eye on him. What am I talking about? So here we go then. Blades about to cross the line now. Dale went into P4. Blades though on his way up to the line. Looks like Bell gone into P6, and Blades, where does he go? He goes P2, 42.7. Brent definitely keep an eye on Mr. Brent. Definitely a driver to keep an eye on, as he might be able to sneak pole position. So, session is now coming to an end. I don't really know where to look, lads. It is fast and it is furious. Drivers about to come and cross the line. Griffiths going to be one of them drivers. He's about to cross the line. Moo Moo Milk goes P2, 42.7. But Griffiths, is he about to go pole position? He is not. P4 for him. Keep an eye on Brent. No, I think Brent is cooking, lads. I think Brent is cooking. Mr. Tyre S29M on his way to the bus stop chicane. You've got drivers behind him. Lighty, Zinks, 42.6, pole position. Lighty goes into P9. S29M, no, invalidates his lap. We need to keep an eye on Brent. I've been building him up here. I'm building him up. Mr. Brent on his way. Bus stop chicane takes it nicely. Mr. Zinks is on pole, but Brent might take it away. He isn't going to do so. He stays in P15. As it comes into the pit, that is the end of quali. I'm going to lose my voice. I need some water. I'm back, lads. I am back. That was qualifying. Done and dusted. It was a one-shot quali there. And it's probably a bit of a mixed-up grid, really. Well, not super mixed up. Flynn and Zinks there, 1 and 5. Interesting. It is interesting to see. Cheers, Rach. Thank you very much. Elite wrist, though. P2. We're ready up in a couple of minutes, fellas. We were ready up in a couple. And then we'll get underway. Notts Forest Brighton, 1-1. Chelsea are getting beat. Oh dear. Oh, it's a full wet race. Oh dear. Oh dear. No, you weren't wrong, Adrian. I said to you, mate. Adrian, as soon as it, I tipped me hat to you, fella, you got it right. Unrealistically, it was a 42. But I can't argue, mate. You got it right. I got it wrong. Yeah, we're ready up in a couple. We're ready up in a couple. So yeah, it's just me, lads. So I'm gonna probably miss quite a lot of the action, but I'll try and find as much as I can. I mean, rage, mate. It looks like Delta would have got pole position in Tier 1, fella, you know. If anyone wants to put an appeal in about Mr. Delta being too quick for Tier 2, feel free. I'm joking, Rage, I'm joking. I'm joking. Right, if you're listening, lads, you can ready up. If anyone's listening, you can ready up. Hello, Coda. I hope you're well, mate. I hope you're well. Do you know what, Coda? Rage will back me up. Grumpy will as well. The past 2 weeks, fella, been spot on. And it's not even the Wi-Fi. The stream never lags, fella. I never disconnect from Xbox Live. It's just F1. It pisses me off. But you know what? Touch wood and all that. It's been okay the past 2 weeks. It has been spot on. Shame Tom has to be in it, though. I don't really know what that means, Rage, but... Yeah. Yeah, it has been good the past 2 weeks. You can ready up, lads. Please ready up. That's the thing, Code. It literally is. It's so annoying, mate. If I was dropping frames and I disconnected from the party that I was in, and like the Wi-Fi shut, you know, it would be the internet. But I don't know. I don't know. Hello, Wilson. We're about to get ready to go racing, mate. We've got 10 seconds to go. And we're going to get racing. We are going to get racing. It is AEC. It is Tier 1. It's round 4. It's Belgium. It's Mr. Zinks on pole position. And it's a bit soggy conditions. So here we go then. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we're away and racing. Mr. Zink's on pole position, but is he going to hold pole position? I think he might do, to be honest. He tries to cut off Elite Risk. Elite Risk has got nowhere to go. There's a bit of carnage happening behind. Moving Milk goes down the inside of Elite Risk. Elite Risk cannot defend it, and they're going to go too wide. There's carnage behind. I've missed it all. But anyway, Moving Milk has got himself into P2 there. There's a yellow flag behind. There's a couple of yellow flags behind. We haven't got a safety car, which we've got a Mercedes facing the wrong way. That's Mr. Turner. He's gone backwards, it looks like, and we've got movement happening at the back. It is full wet conditions here. We don't need to go on to the tyres at the moment. As you can see what's happening here, Flynn trying to go around the outside here of Elite Risk. Elite Risk trying to defend him. Can he defend him? He had a bit of a snap there, Flynn, and it looks like Elite Risk drops another position. Drops another position because he's got blades going around the outside of him as well. So Elite Risk has not had a good start here, but has good traction out of that corner. But can he get round the outside, or can Elite Risk defend it? It's blades and Elite Risk, it's going to still stay too wide here, and it looks like Elite Risk will hold it round the outside of him. Here goes Mr. Griffiths though, good traction. He gets out of that corner and flies past Mr. Blades like he's not even there. So Mr. Blades drops a position, he's dropped 2 positions. Bell is up 7 positions. Turner's down 12 positions. You've got Zinks holding it in P1. Mr. Recluse and Stealth battling. Stealth loses another position. He's down 4 positions. Might be 5 positions. Jesus Christ. Mr. Lau there forgot what a brake pedal was. He forgot what a brake pedal was and decided to go straight into the side of him. Oh my God, Lau, be careful. Zinks has gone. Zinks has gone. Lau is scaring me, lads. Lau is scaring me a bit. I'm not going to lie. He's going to go side by side here. Down the outside of him, Mr. Kieran and Dale also battling. Oh my God, there's cars everywhere. Mr. QRT Thomas round the outside of Tia. I am going to lose my voice by the end of the stream. I really am. Round the outside he goes. Can he get it done? Now has the inside line. Can't get it done. Zink sets the fastest lap. A 2-minute lap. He sets there. This is absolute carnage. There's a yellow flag. I don't know who for. I'll check back in a minute. It might be Lau. It probably is Lau. But anyway. Go blimey, fellas. Go blimey. Right. The race should settle down, but Griffiths is making a move here. He is closing. But comes up to a Rouge. Obviously not going to make a move through here. But absolutely awful a Rouge for Elite Risk. And Griffiths, like a knife through butter, goes right past him. So Mr. Griffiths starting to cook a little bit here. Goes right past him. Recluse wants to move on TAR S29M. Can he get it? Can he get it? Can he? We're about to find out. Can he? Can't he? He cannot. He tried it, and he couldn't get it done. Mr. Stealth trying it on the back of Thomas. Going to go back up to the top of the field. Zinks has gone here. 1.2 seconds ahead of Moon Milk, who is... He's in a sandwich there between Flynn and Zinks. So, the race looks like he's settled down a little bit, lads. I'm going to have a drink of water because I feel like I might pass out. Right, we're back in, lads, we're back in. So, last time I spoke about it, Zinks was 1.1 seconds ahead. He is now 1.6 seconds ahead. So he is starting to put the burners on out there. He's probably, you know, a bit of a wet specialist. Can we say that? A soggy specialist. Anyone from ACs will remember that. Yeah, it was very nice from Griffiths. Griffiths made 2 moves here. Mr. Bell has a snap. There's a yellow flag of Zinks. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, dear. And it's a virtual safety car. Could be upgraded to an actual safety car. And the leader of the race has just spun and collected all his front wing off. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, dear. So he comes into the pits. And that is going to be disastrous. I assume the people who actually race on this game, the wets can go to the end, right? Or not? I assume people just don't need to pit, or am I wrong? Is the wear different around here? Or can people go to the end? Because if people can go to the end, Zinks is out the race, isn't he? I mean, Brent has put the inters on. They can pretty much go to the end on any track. I appreciate it. I just want to keep an eye on Brent here. There doesn't look like to be any Batman on track. Oh yeah, Brent's struggling. Oh, Moo's been passed here. Oh, that's naughty. Mr. Moo Moo Milk shoved Griffiths off the track a little bit there. Closes the door on him. If I've ever seen a door closed on someone, that is it. That door got shut in his face. Jesus. That got slammed in his face, that. Griffith saw the opportunity and Moo was like, you're not getting past me, mate. And that was the end of that. Oh, blimey. Right then. So, Mr. Blades. Can he make a move? No, he can't. Everyone still on the wets, and you can see Brent at the back losing time. Lots of time here. Quite a bit of time. It's not going well for him. Mr. Bell been passed again. Bell's struggling out there. Mr. Michael Dale goes past him. And Kieran now yellow flag, and I think that is Mr. Zinks again. It is Zinks again. Azza also has a spin, and Zinks is spun again. Turner, I think, also had a moment. Yeah, Turner's had a moment as well. FRT, I believe. Oh dear. So, Moo Milk starting to close on Flynn here. ERS, loads of it to play with. Allows into the pits again. I believe that's the second time. No, it's not the second time. But he's in the pits. He's got damage. He must have damage. Otherwise, he wouldn't come in. He has got damage. Moo Milk! Moo spun it, or something's happened to him up a rouge. Oh my goodness me, it's all happening here, lads. It is all happening. Moo Milk was P2. Or was he winning the race? No, he was P2, right? Yeah, he was P2. Oh my God. What is going on here? What is going on? What is going on? Mr. S29M loses the position, gains it back, trying to go up the inside of Recluse a little bit, and Recluse has to back out of it. Right, once again, drink of water, lads. Race of who's not the bottle job, pretty much, mate. Who's the better wet driver? At the moment, you'd probably say Griffiths, if I'm being honest. He's up 4, well, Flynn as well. Flynn and Griffiths both up 4 positions, so they're doing okay out there. You've got Bell up 7, you've got Recluse up 7 as well. But yeah, you'd probably say Griffiths and Flynn doing a decent job out there. Yellow flag again. That might have been Brent, or it could have been Zinks. I think it was Brent that time. I think that was Brent. We're going to have a safety car on our hands here, lads. There's going to be a safety car coming soon. I wouldn't be surprised. Right, back up to the midfield. Kieran gaining on Bell here. Goes up the inside of him. Bell can't really defend it because Kieran goes late on the brakes there. And yeah, Kieran, he went a little bit late there and Bell had nowhere to go and he holds the position. But I assume Kieran might come back from again. He's too far back. He is too far back. We've got movement ahead though. You've got Michael Dale on the AMS wrist. Going wheel to wheel and they are still going wheel to wheel. One of them has to back out. It should be AMS wrist. And he does back out. You don't want to go too wide up there. Mr. Griffiths gaining on Flynn. That rain is coming down in heaps and heaps of it. It looks like it's getting heavier out there, lads. It genuinely looks like it's getting heavier. Brent has a moment. Up a Rouge, maybe. Oh, no, he's not even got to a Rouge yet. But he gets passed by Zinks. Back up to the top of the field. Blades. It's close, this, lads. This is close. We've got movement again. Thomas gets passed by Stealth, but no, he doesn't. He sends it down the inside of him. There's contact. There's more contact. More contact. Oh, my God. Right, Michael Dale gets passed here. He is battling AMS Risk, and Dale goes wide, and that should be an easy overtake for Risk, and it is. An easy overtake gets past him with no bother there. Back down, Mr. Thomas and Lighty. Lighty gets on the inside of Thomas. This is good. This is good, lads. I'm not going to lie, but I am going to lose my voice. So, I might not be available next week. Right, we're back again, lads. I've got like a drip of water. I'm just drinking. It is water, I promise. No alcohol on this stream. So, let's calm it down a bit. Let's calm it down. Let's Tom, you know, calm himself. So, we've got two drivers on the inter tyres, and they are last and second last. Does that not say something, eh? Does that not tell you something, lads? That it probably isn't intermediate conditions. That's what probably it tells you, lads. AMS Risks has lost a bit of time to Blades there. Quite a little bit of time. The front four escaping, it looks like. They're starting to pull a bit of a gap. So let's watch Mr. Griffiths for a little bit here. Can Griffiths get close enough to Flynn to launch an overtake on him? I don't actually know, Adrian. I don't actually know, fella. I'm not sure, but Griffiths is gaining. Look at the straight line speed he's got. Stealth has been passed by Lighty, but look at the straight line speed. This could be an overtake for Griffiths here. I think it is. It looks like this is... Oh, he can't quite get it done. Or can he? Yellow flag. Moo's gone. Moo has gone. Out of Rouge, it looks like, or something. And Griffiths trying it around the outside here. This is battling for the lead. And Flynn gives him no room at all. And he has to stay in P2. Stealth loses a couple of positions then. Moo dropping again. Elite Risk going up the inside here of Bladey. The top four battling out on track here. And Mr. Elite Risk gets himself into P3. This is good racing, this, boys. I am enjoying this so far. I am going to have no voice by the end of it, but this is good stuff. This is good stuff. I can't wait for Flynn to have an ego after this race. I mean, it's the battle of who's the better in the wet, really, isn't it? This is what this is. Don't make a mistake like Zinks did. Don't make a mistake like Moo Milk did. And we'll see how this unfolds, lads. We'll see how this unfolds here. Sixth driver. Oh, this is... Oh, Bell, first driver to get a penalty. And he's going... Oh, we've got a driver sideways. Michael Dale saves it. But Bell senses the opportunity here. He's going to try up the inside. They're going to go too wide here. This is going to be a yellow flag if I've ever seen one. He backs out of it. Sensible. Sensible driving. Is he going to send it, though? He's not. Oh, Dale cuts him off a little bit here, and Bell's going to try it up the inside now. Now Dale's just turned in on him. Bell had his front wheel behind, in front of, no, hang on, get the words out. Bell's front tyre was in line with Michael Dale's back tyre, and Michael turned in. So that's what I've seen there, lads. That's what I've seen in. So, yeah, that's what I saw. He probably did need to back out of it. He probably should have backed out of it, but that's what I saw. That's what I've seen. And he's trying it again. He is trying it again here on the back of him. Is he going to try and launch it and have the inside line on the next corner? He goes again up the inside. It's a similar situation, but he's not close enough for an overtake this time around. Dale, once again, a bad exit. Where's he gone, mate? Where's he gone? He's gone to the shops, is where he's gone there. He has gone to the shops. And that is it. That is the move done for Bell. Bell is into P6 now. Back up to the top of the field. How are we getting on up here? Flynn at the top, leading the way here. We've had 3 lead changes throughout this race. 3 lead changes. Zinks led the race at the start, then Moo Milk got the lead after Zinks, and then Flynn got ahead of Moo Milk. So yeah. Let's see how this goes here. Let's see how this unfolds, because we're 7 laps in. I don't think we're going to have any pit stops, or proper pit stops. Oh, we're talking about ice skates, lads. Looks like Bell had a moment there, and now Michael senses an opportunity. It looks like it's the Michael and Bell show here, and is Michael close enough to launch one down the inside? Why has Bell broke there? I don't know why he's broke. Dale is definitely going to send it up the inside, and does send it up the inside. And now it goes very late on the brakes. We've got people pitting. Oh my God, what is this racing? I mean, Kieran has just been gifted 2 positions there, because Dale and Bell are racing like Dick and Dom. Is this time for intermediates? Has Griffiths called a blinder here, lads? What do we reckon? What do we reckon? Has Griffiths called a blinder? Or is he going to get stuck behind Azza? He doesn't want to get stuck behind Azza. He shouldn't get stuck behind him, but he might do. If Azza gets ahead of him. No, he should be okay. Right, gap to leader. Let's keep an eye on this, lads. Let's keep an eye on it. Griffiths, 17.3 seconds behind Flynn. Remember that. 17.3. Is it time for intermediates? It's coming down. 17.1. It is coming down, or is it? Is it? It is. It is. It's intermediates, lads. Griffiths might have called a blinder here. He might have done so. And we'll keep an eye on this. 3 seconds for Moo. He's not had a good race here. Griffiths might be net P1 after this, lads. Turner penalty as well. We're definitely going to keep an eye on it now, because drivers are going to start coming into the pits. Flynn most definitely should come into the pits. He really should. 16.8. He's already gained 5 tenths this lap here. 6 tenths. 7. He's gaining off every corner. So, drivers are definitely going to come in now. Flynn comes in. Blades is in. Risks is coming in as well. Kieran is coming in. You've got everyone coming in the pits. Griffiths, though, came in a lap earlier. Lighty stays out, you idiot. Anyway, let's keep an eye on Griffiths here. I believe Griffiths is going to be P1, lads. I think he's going to be P1. Well, Lighty's P1. But hey, we're on board with Griffiths here. He's coming around the final, well, the first corner. And Flynn, on his way out, is going to see the rear end of Griffiths, and Griffiths takes the lead of the race. Absolute blinder called there by Mr. Griffiths. And he is now the leader, net leader of the race, and he's gained 1.3 seconds on Flynn. Absolute beautiful call there to come in a lap early. Griffiths and Blades were the 2 drivers. Was it Blades or Elite Risk? No, it was Elite Risk that came in as well. But I think Elite Risk got held in traffic, or something happened to him. Down the inside of Azza goes Risk, and this should be an easy overtake because Azza is now on the wrong tyres. So 9 laps in. Intermediates is now the quicker tyre. And we've got our 4th new leader of the race in Lighty. And that will probably be our 5th leader of the race when Lighty pits, and we'll have Griffiths leading the race as well. We've had a lot of lead changes in this race, and we're only on lap 9. We're only on lap 9. So Lighty definitely going to come in this lap, and then it is, that's how it is. Intermediates to the end, is it, lads? Is it intermediates to the end, or are we going to go down through the soft compounder tyre? We might do. We might do. We'll see how that unfolds. Moo Milk is gaining. Yeah, Lighty comes in now. He should have come in 2 laps earlier. He should have come in 2 laps earlier. Mumu is gaining, but he has a bad corner, and that is the end of that for him. Azza comes into the pits. Lighty obviously comes in now as well. So, it's a bit of a shootout, lads. Flynn has gained on that lap, though. He has gained about 5/10 that lap. 6/10 maybe. Yeah, Flynn. Oh, he's right on the back of him now. Oh, he's right on the back of him. We've got a race on our hands, lads. We have got a race on our hands here. Recluse also gaining on TIR S29N. And this should be an easy overtake for Recluse, maybe. I don't know. He's getting squeezed. He's getting squeezed. S29N needs to be careful here, not to squeeze him off too much. He's just getting squeezed a little bit. Oh, he has a moment, and Recluse is going to try it around the outside. Has no room. Oh, it's carnage. It's carnage. Poor blimey, lads. Oh, 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 oh. S29N, mate. You need to be careful, otherwise you're going to cause a yellow flag. You need to be careful, otherwise you... I mean... Oh, he's reset the track as well. Well, that's a 20-second penalty. That was nice. I was on board of him when he did it. We've had yellow flags. Oh, he's retired on track as well. Oh, has he crashed out? Oh, he better not have... Oh, he crashed out on purpose. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear. Now that has caused restarts in the past. I'm not going to lie to you. It has. However, there's no point calling a restart here because no one's going to pit anyway. It doesn't really affect anyone. But it's a safety car. Obviously, it affects you, but it doesn't really change the course of the race, if that makes sense. Because no one's going to pit. It doesn't really affect anyone. Like, it's not really fucked anyone's race, has it? If I'm being totally honest. It probably is Partick. Oh, it was definitely on purpose, Adrian, 100%. But what I'm trying to explain is if people say that should be a restart, it's not going to be a restart because no one's pit. It's not really affected the race apart from a safety car, if that makes sense. He'll be getting a big telling off. He probably won't be able to race again. Yeah. I don't get it. I don't get it. But hey, everyone else can call him a dickhead. I'm not going to. I mean, it wasn't a restart when Cam did it. No, the only one that I can remember, Adrian, was it was the end of season 3 when Smeggy did it. He spanned Rage, reset the track, and then crashed into the barriers. There's no point reporting it, Grumpy. I'll do it myself, brother. I usually report the ones that don't really involve like crashes, like incidents, like people resetting the track, people retiring on track. I usually do that myself. If you want to do it, feel free, fella. But yeah. It's not really affected the race, apart from we've lost 2 racing laps. Right, that was fun. It was Cam, I think. I remember. No, Cam caused the safety car, Adrian. But it was Smeggy who called the restart because he just... It was Abu Dhabi, I remember it. He just went straight on and caused the safety car. It has only fucked the people with time pens. I don't really think it has, Clever, because there was no really big gaps, mate, to be honest. There wasn't huge gaps, was there? Maybe it fucked a couple of people, but in the terms of most the majority, and when I say majority, I mean like about 15 drivers there, it's not effective really. Flynn was right on the back of Griffiths anyway, so the lead of the race hasn't really changed. Yeah. Right. All this did was cause more carnage due to the field being closer. I can't fucking wait. Everyone loves a bit of carnage. City 2-0 now. No one told me that. John Stone scored. Bloody hell. Of course we can, Reg. Griffiths is on, I assume that's 2. Yeah, he had a collision warning. So Griffiths is on 2. Flynn is on 2 as well. But I believe they met collision exceeded. So Flynn's on 1. Blades, I assume that's a collision as well. Yeah, so Blades is on 1. Elite Risks is on a lot. AMS Risks is on 1. There you go. Safety car's in, lads. Safety car is in. The rain is definitely easing off as well. Okie dokie. Here we go. I'll just flick over the pen, please. There you go. We'll keep it on pens for a bit, lads. Dry and 10, Tom. Interesting. Here we go then. Griffiths has gone. Flynn has been caught napping a little bit. Elite Risks hasn't really been caught napping. There's a couple of drivers trying moves already. One of them being Light. He goes right down the inside of Recluse. Recluse is having none of that. Shuts the door on him. Moo trying to round the outside of Thomas, and Thomas has got no traction there. And an easy move there for Moo Milk. Lau going to try it on the inside of Thomas as well. Oh my God, that is a send. That is a... Oh my Jesus Christ. What the hell have I just seen from Lau? I don't... He's going too wide. I have absolutely... I have no words, lads, for that. I have no words. I don't even know Brood. I don't even know, mate. That was terrible. Anyway, we've got more drivers going to go too wide. You've got Turner and Zinks still battling, and Zinks get a penalty for that as well. Yeah, that wasn't great from Lau. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel bad for Moo Milk there because he just got killed, basically. We'll have a look at that one. I'm sure that will be getting sent into the stews. So 13 laps in. Apparently dry weather might be on the way near the end of the race, so that'll be interesting to see how that unfolds. Elite Risks trying it on. Blades 2 tenths behind him. Not quite close enough though through this part of the track. Yeah, the top 2 have pulled away from Blades. Flynn and Griffiths. Flynn was catching though before the safety car came out. So it'll be interesting to see. Looks like Blades has done a bad corner there. And Elite Risk is gaining here. He is gaining on him. But Elite Risk does have that penalty, doesn't he? Oh, look at the traction difference, man. Elite Risk, you might need to turn your ARS off, mate. You might want to turn your ARS off. He has. He's listening. He's listening. Is he going to get better traction out of this corner? Looks pretty similar. But once again, he is trying it, but not close. Apparently he was close enough. apparently he was close enough. And there you go, Mr. Elite Risk does get the move done there. I didn't think he was close enough there, lads. I didn't think he was anywhere near him. But he was. So there we are. Flynn catching Griffiths here and catching Flicks to the inside here. Goes up the inside of Griffiths. Griffiths and Flynn going wheel to wheel. Hopefully to keep it clean. Hopefully to keep it clean. Ooh, just about. Now, I say just about. They did. Just about. Just. Borderline. Borderline. Okie dokie. 14 laps. Underway now. And Griffiths is still leading the race. Yeah, Flynn and Griffiths. We might be in for a bit of a battle here. Mr. Zinks and Azza go. Oh, Gordon Bennett. Here we go then. Zinks and Azza. This is a yellow flag waiting to happen, isn't it? This is probably going to be a yellow flag. Give it a couple of seconds, lads. Yellow in 2, 3, 1. No yellow. You know what? It surprised me, that. It surprised me. You know, when drivers are going so close to each other like that. Well, here we go then. Mr. Turner going right up the booty of Zinks there. Let me see if there's 2, 3, 1. Delta, you know what? I said that, fella. And I knew what I'd said. Yeah. Delta, it's been one of them days, mate. When you're just talking to yourself on a stream, your head starts to go mental. Oh my God. Turner. What am I watching here? Lad, we genuinely might need to take a few of these drivers on. Oh, they're going too wide for a rouge. What are they doing? What are you doing? What are you... Oh, I have no words, lads. I have no words for this. I just don't have any words. Dale gets a penalty. We've got a spin and it looks like Brent might have. Turn it. Oh my God, this is going to be another yellow flag, isn't it? Let me just assume. Position for yellow. No. Griffiths, 1.2 seconds out here. I don't know what they were doing, Grumpy. Don't you dare say tier 2 like that, Kiwi. We know how bad tier 2 is as well. I mean, you compare this to tier S. Tier S is insanely clean. Insane. It's mental. I mean, we didn't have any reports last week, Partick. There was no reports for tier 2 and tier 1 last week, I'm pretty sure. There was no clips sent in anyway. It was just people being idiots, like resetting the track and stuff. And not having the correct rolls. Yeah, there wasn't one set in last week. Not a single one. Not even a single one. Right then. I've calmed down a bit. Hopefully the drivers have calmed down a little bit as well. Griffiths, fastest lap of the race here. He is cooking out in front. He is cooking. Oh, Zink. Thomas comes into the pit. He comes in to the pits. You've got Bell as well. You've got Dale on the back of Risk. Mr. New Milk obviously gets an overtake there as well. Lau comes in after Turner. Is he coming? He might have done. I don't really know. But yeah, Griffiths. Dry tyres in 2 laps. Let's flip it over. There you go. Brent comes out on the mediums. Dale goes around the outside. We'll have the inside line though on the next corner. Yellow flag, yellow flag. Probably get waving the yellows, marshals. Lads, get waving the yellows. Flip it. Oh my goodness me. This has been eventful. This has been eventful. Let me tell you. All probably for all the wrong reasons. Lads, I give up. I give up. I give up. I actually just give up. Oh my God. Do you know what? We might just need to up. I was talking to JT. I'll tell you what we're talking. And we might have to do it. I'm not going to say we're going to do it from the next race, but we might have to do it soon. Is up the damage, lads. We might genuinely have to up the damage from reduced to standard to hopefully stop this happening. If people know it's on standard, surely they won't go for as many stupid moves as they're doing. Surely. Elite Risks comes in for the soft tyres, I'd assume. I mean, Griffiths got the strategy called spot on last time. I mean, you are too quick for tier 2, King. Lap too early, Rage says. He's coming for the mediums, isn't he? No, he hasn't. Has he? He has. He's coming for the mediums. Surely it's softs. Surely it's a soft tyre. No? Am I going mental, lads, or surely it's a soft tyre? I don't know anymore. I don't know. Anyway, let's see how we're getting on. It looks like he's doing all right. We'll go gap to leader. He is on the mediums. I don't really know. Watch his delta. I'm on it. 22.4, 22.7, 23, 23.3, 23.5, 23.7, 23.8. Do you know what, lads? I don't reckon it is time for the dry tyre, if I'm being honest. Oh, yellow flag! Stealth! Stealth has caused yellows there. He hasn't got any damage, though. He has not got any damage. Right, where are we? We're here. So, oh, Michael Dale, he's on his ice skates again, lads. He's on his ice skates, and AMS Risk is going to go up the inside here. He's going to try up the inside. Anyway, he should back out of this one, and he does back out of this one. Griffiths, is he coming in? Is Griffiths coming in? He is. He is. Flynn does the opposite. Blades does the opposite, and Dale does the opposite as well. Risks does the opposite. Lighty as well. Now, Griffith has either called another blinder here, or he's thrown the race away. There's no in between, lads. There's literally no in between. Griffith's the only driver to pit. He's the only driver in the top 11 to pit. DRS is still not activated. Has Griffiths thrown the race away, lads? Or has he called a blinder? He is either... Oh my goodness me. Let's go gap to leader, lads. Let's go to it. 17.5. 17.7. 17.8. 17.80. Oh my goodness me. Griffiths, who called an absolute blinder. There's a yellow flag. Turner's retiring in the pits. Mr. Griffiths called an absolute blinder in this race. He went into the intermediate tyre a lap before anyone else. And he might have just thrown it away. He might have just thrown it away. 18.9. Oh my goodness me, he has. He has actually thrown it away. Whoever told him to pit... Oh, that's a fucking voice crack. That's a sign for water, lads. That's a sign I need water. Bear with me. Okay, I'm back. Hello. Whoever told him to pit has probably got a bit too big for the boots there and gone, you know what, let's cut. Oh dear. Oh well, it is what it is. Flynn decides to stay out again. Blade stays out again. Michael Dale stays out again. Oh, Griffiths, mate. He might not even get a podium at this rate. It's still too wet. He was 17 seconds behind. He's now 21 seconds. Oh. Hello, Sean. Fucking hell, it's Sean Keeper, everyone. Yes, Sean, mate. How are we, Sean? Are we good, mate? Up the Gills. We love Gillingham. I asked you and you said no. Oh dear, Kenzie. Oh, Griffiths has actually blown it. It might be into the end of the race, lads, mightn't it? Am I being silly in saying that? It genuinely might be into the end of the race. No one's going to pit now, surely. It's lap 19. Griffiths might not even get a top 10. Yeah, I'm good, Sean, man. Good, fella. Oh, good, mate. Second year of uni's almost done. Into to the end. Dale's at a moment. He's lost 2 positions there. Risk. Oh, Bell's going to try it up the inside, is he? Bell. Oh, Michael Dale is struggling out there. He's been struggling all race, to be honest with him. He has been struggling all race. And I think it is going to be into to the end, mate, to be honest. Oh, Griffithson. I feel for him. Oh, Flynn is pit. Oh my God, there's movement. Dale. Oh, Dale's into the pits. Might cut the pit. Blade sets the fastest lap of the race on the inter tyres. Griffiths is now starting to gain, lads. Griffiths is starting to gain. It's 19.2 now. I think it's time, lads. I think it's time. But surely Blades is just going to see this out for the rest of the race. Look how much difference. 2.2 seconds. Flynn is ahead of Griffiths. Surely Blades is going to stay out to the end. Or risk it to penalty. 17 seconds in 2.5 laps. Inters versus softs. He would have to gain, like what, 5 seconds a lap, 6 seconds a lap? Ish, maybe a bit more. And he's got to overtake 8 cars as well, Rage, yeah. Get ready for clips, Dom, yeah. Well, here we go then. Here we go then. I mean, Griffiths has caught Flynn about a second that lap, ish. Cool blimey. Cool blimey. Right then. This race has been up and down all over the place. It has been great. It has been absolutely great. All for the wrong reasons. I think Blades is like the 7th driver to lead this race. Oh, Mr. Stell flies past movement up there. He must have had a bad corner. Anyway, Flynn, 15.8. Is Blade staying out? He is! He is staying out. Risk is also staying out. Bell is staying out. Oh my God. Flynn and Griffiths have absolutely bottled this. Griffiths more than Flynn, but Flynn also. DRS is enabled. They've got to gain 7, 8 seconds a lap and overtake 8 cars. I'll quickly check it now. 1, 2. He's on 2. I'd say he's on 2. Elite Risk sets the fastest lap of the race. He's on the mediums though. Griffiths has left the session as well. Has he rage quit? I don't know. He might have rage quit, lads. For all I know there. I doubt it, but he might have. He's not rage quit. He's just disconnected. He's joined back. 14 seconds now. Dale gets a penalty. Flynn now on the back of the inter runners here. Oh my, Flynn. My goodness me. Blades might win this race, lads. I think he will. If Blades can keep it on track, Flynn gets a penalty. Oh my God. They've all bottled it. They've all bottled it, lads. They've all bottled it. Oh, and he spun him. Moo has been battered this race. Moo has been absolutely battered. Yeah, Michael Dale pit as well. What is going on? What is going on? Flynn, though, looking for an overtake here. He's not going to get past 2 cars, is he? He's going to try anyway. And Blades now starts on the final lap of the race on the intermediate tyre. His tyres are probably really overheated, but he's going to try it anyway. Flynn is angry, is what Flynn is. And Blades, it's been a battle of strategy today, lads. In the first half, Griffiths won. In the second half, Blades has won. Fair play to him. He has stuck it out. We'll see how he gets on up Peru's. He's absolutely fine. And the race is on Blades' hands. It looks like Blades is going to win this race here. Mr. Kieran gets past Flynn. Flynn is on the march now, but it's far too late. Absolutely far too late now. And Blades, it looks like Blades is going to win this race, lads. Strategy. Strategy call there from GSR. I'm sure Rage is absolutely made up with himself there. Hopefully he does bring it home. We're glad you didn't listen to Rage. Why did Rage tell him to pit, JW? Did he? Did he tell him to pit? He listened to his smart engineers. Rage is now backing himself. Well, here we go then. Elite Risk gets another penalty. Another penalty he gets, and it's all happening in the midfield as well. But Mr. Blades, it's been a good race, lads. It's had everything. Another yellow flag. We've had more yellow flags than laps, I think. Mr. Blades is going to take the checker flag and he's going to win the Belgian GP. Fair play to him. Lighty gets past Flynn. He's not even... Oh, my. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. There's going to be some carnage in Tier 1 chat, lads. There's going to be some absolute carnage in the Tier 1 chat. Strap yourselves in. If you don't have a Tier 1 chat role and you want to see what happens, I might just give it you so you can have a look. Right then, that's the end of the race. AMS Risk, Lighty, you got a podium. Cool, blimey. Well, there you go. GG, lads. GG. Interesting race. The stream survived as well, lads. I think Griffiths tried to be the hero there, with another strategy call. I don't know. I don't know. It's tough, isn't it? When you're racing, you've got to do the strategy yourself. It's tough. Recluse. Now, this is me. I will quote what Recluse said. This is not me saying it, I'm quoting. Ryan's a fucking terrorist, Lighty is a cunt, and Moo Moo is a retard. For God's sake. Recluse, mate. You can't say that. I'll let Risk up fastest lap. Anyway, there's your classifications. Interesting race, lads. We don't have any TRS tomorrow, so we've got a day off. We've got a day off tomorrow. Right, I will catch you next week, fella. Tier 2. I don't even know where we are. I'll check. I'll check. Round 5. Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi. There you go. We will see you for that. Well, I will. I don't know who I'll be with. If anyone, to be honest. No one likes me. I'm joking. Right, I'll catch you later, fellas. I'll catch you later. Adios. Have a good evening.